Hello, I'm Gunther Less, and together we are going to discover one of the great playgrounds of the world, the Caribbean Islands. These lush, verdant islands offer something for everyone. Beaches, water sports, nightlife, old world charm, unique native customs, and fine cuisine. Among others, we will visit the mysterious island of Haiti and meet the people of the Bahamas. Now, through the wonders of home video, let's enter the rainbow in the sun. Let me take you on a journey that started almost 500 years ago with a man named Christopher Columbus. It was here in 1492 that Columbus first set foot in the New World. Yes, here in the Bahamas. And the world continues to discover the Bahamas. This exotic, sparkling paradise, full of warm, friendly people. Golden, glowing beaches, activities during the day, and action all night. Yet many of the almost 700 islands that make up the Bahamas are still as wild and untouched as when the pirates Henry Morgan and Bunny and Blackbeard sailed these waters. Join me now on an adventure as we explore these islands and meet the people of the Bahamas. The Bahamas is a favorite destination for vacationers from the United States. The islands are as close as 60 miles. It is closer from California to the Bahamas than from California to Hawaii. More honeymooners choose the Bahamas than any other place. And why not? The Gulf Stream and trade winds keep the islands at a delightful, moderate temperature all year. And there's hardly a day without sunshine. The country enjoys a vigorous and healthy lifestyle based on a strong tourist economy. But there's much more than that. It's an international banking center. There are farms and mining operations, nature preserves, sports and events of every kind, and a history rich in traditions and full of excitement. There are elegant hotels everywhere. In Freeport, there's an international bazaar with treasures from all over the world. And there are wonderful local fashions, always presented with a smile by the warm-hearted Bahamian people. One of the best ways to see Nassau is with a Bahamas host.
Hi, Gunther. Welcome.
Hi, Romeo.
I brought you a little present from our straw market. It's comfortable today, but you may be needing it.
It's very nice
Sun
of
is
you,
pretty strong.
and it's light, as you say.
Are you ready for
It
a little
protects
tour?
me. Absolutely.
Very good. Gunther, the horse and buggy is still the best means of seeing the island. The streets are very narrow, designed for the horse and buggy. Are we ready, Derek?
It's comfortable, I can take my hat off. Romeo Farrington took me on a tour of Nassau. We passed Bay Street with its many fine shops selling cameras, perfume, jewelry, lots of other bargains, and no sales tax. Then on to the Queen's Staircase, carved out of solid rock by slaves in 1793 and designed as an escape route for soldiers in the forts. No soldiers now, only charming ladies weaving straw. Next on to Blackbeard's Tower. According to legend, the infamous pirate Edward Teach would stand on this tower waiting to spy ships he could plunder. We traveled to the Versailles Garden on Paradise Island. This cloister was built by Augustinian monks in France during the 14th century. It was shipped over stone by stone and reconstructed here 600 years later. Finally, Romeo took me to the famous straw market. It dates back to around 1720, when Governor George Fenny had some ladies come from Bermuda to teach Bahamians the art of straw work. In front of Government House, the Royal Bahamas Police Force Band was playing for the changing of the guard. The pink flamingo is the national bird of the Bahamas. We're here in the Adastra Gardens, where drill master Joseph Lexton has trained a platoon of these marvelous birds to respond to his commands.
Put it up, left turn. Put it up. Put it up. Right turn.
How long does it take you to train them?
18 months.
18 months. Oh, that requires a lot of patience,
Yeah,
doesn't it?
Yeah.
Tell me, how old are they?
We have some about 28 years old.
How many do you have altogether here?
We have 48 flamingo.
48.
twin
And
flamingo.
where do they come from originally?
Out island, Nagua.
How do you train them?
We train them by secrets and a lot of patience.
Thank you so much, Joseph. Bye-bye.
Right turn. Hard. Is the like applause.
Pound cake bush, pigeon plum, jumbe, snowberry, soursop, breadfruit. These are plants that grow wild in the Bahamas. These and many other plants have health-giving powers if you know how to recognize and use them. To learn more about bush medicine, as practiced in the islands, I spoke to Millie Sands. Millie, how did bush medicine start? How did it originate?
Well, bush medicine has started from centuries ago when the Arawak Indians came, the Lucayans and Lutherans. This is the thing that they used because they didn't have no doctors.
Yes.
They didn't have doctors the way we are able to send our kids off to be doctors now. So they survive on only the herbs. Then it came the grannies, midwives they
Yes.
call them. And the midwives just continue on. It was handed down generation, generation.
So there's nothing written about it?
No, it's
just...
not really, you know, not really. But
Yeah.
you can see that midwives were so important that doctors, hospitals now
Yeah.
are calling them back. They're still searching for them, you know.
Tell me, before we go into it, any of the bush medicine, is it used in regular medicine we buy in pharmacies?
Yes, it does. Take, for instance, the papaya.
Yeah.
They're using that not only for regular medicine, but for tenderizing. You can use this for tenderizing, for meat.
Yes.
And you can use, right now, they're using the milk from the papaya, I understand, for a slip disc. In case you have a
Yes.
slip disc, inserting the juice into some spinal cord or something, and that clears it up. It's
You know, by
waking
the way,
one.
how do you get it? You,
Well,
you can't buy it. You have to go
Well,
and pick it up.
We go and pick them when we need them. You know, break it when
Right.
you need it, and then you take it. You make sure it's washed clean, and some of it has been in season.
Yes.
Like take, for instance, the cerasee. This is within season. Now it's the season for
Yes.
cerasee. And it's grown not only in the island here,
Now,
but
what
all
good
over the
is it
Caribbean.
for?
The cerasee is good for kidney stones, it's good for bladder, and it's good for a nasty cold.
What is this plant?
The aloe is one of the main things. As you know, today they're making billions of dollars out of the aloe. They came here to the island, got
Yes.
the idea, went back, and then sent it back to us, make us pay for it.
Yes.
Now we are doing it ourselves, making it natural, because they know that the natural is better than any other thing that
Now,
they
what do
can
you
get.
use it for again?
Okay, we use it for sunburn. It is used for sunburn, it is used for ulcer, it is used for high blood. Or take, for instance, you get a bruise on your skin.
Yes.
You can use the aloe to clear it up. Just a simple bruise.
Millie, this I recognize. This is ginger.
This is ginger, and ginger is good for many things, like boiling, making a tea for your stomach, gastric stomach, and not only that, for putting in, making gingerbread,
Yeah.
or just for smoothing the stomach, because
Yeah.
you know you have gastric stomach. Then not only that, it is natural.
Yes.
You see, because you get imitation.
Mary, thank you very much. It really was a pleasure talking to you, and I learned a lot about bush medicine. Thank you so very,
It's
very
been
much.
a pleasure, and anytime you're sick, come to me.
I certainly will. I might phone you if you give me your telephone number.
Please do. Okay.
While many of the countries of the Caribbean have casinos, beaches, surf and sun, the Bahamas has a priceless treasure in its people. The country boasts one of the most unique programs I've ever encountered. It's called People to People, and it's an opportunity for a visitor to spend time with a Bahamian family, to see the country as a native, to enjoy the private life of the islands, and to experience a warm human exchange. Mrs. Cole, may I call you Sylvia?
Of course.
That's much better. My
Why
name is
not?
Gunther.
Pleased to
I
meet
have
you.
seen you. You do a fantastic job with the People to People program. Would you explain to us how it works?
Why, of course. The People to People program works by us in the People to People department introducing you
Yes.
to a Bahamian family, where you would learn about the Bahamas and the culture of its people.
Is there any fee for this?
No, this is strictly complimentary.
Sylvia, how long ahead of time do you have to give you notice?
If you're abroad,
Yes.
we'd like for you to write to us in about 4 weeks in advance. If you're in Nassau, we'd like for you to call us about 3 days because
Yes.
it is a voluntary program.
Uh-huh.
And we like to give our volunteers time. You know, visitors often refer to their participation in our program as being the highlight of their trip to the Bahamas.
And I think everybody who comes here really should take advantage of
I
this.
think so.
If you like to go under the water, ride on top of it, take things from it, dangle your toes in it, or just peacefully snooze by it, the Bahamas has a place for you. Off Bimini, the big game fishing is probably the best in the world. Ernest Hemingway thought so. The inland sea of Abaco has the best offshore fishing. There's diving and snorkeling all over the islands. Water skiing, surfing, and parasailing. Sailboats and motorboats can be rented everywhere, with or without a crew and in any size you would like. There are swimming pools everywhere, and beautiful, peaceful beaches with fascinating seashells waiting to be found. And always the clear, many-colored seas that surround the Bahamas. When the skies darken early and the cold winter winds of the new year blow up north, the hot music of Junkanoo blows in the Bahamas, playing handmade goatskin drums, whistles, horns, and hundreds of cowbells. This carnival is something to behold. I got a taste of it at the Gumbe Festival, a summer celebration on the Paradise Island. And with me is my good friend George Myers, president of Resorts International Bahamas, and of course a Bahamian.
Hi, Gunther.
George, tell us about Junkanoo, tell us about Gumbe, and what it's all about.
Well, Gumbe, as you say, is exactly a summer celebration. It incorporates the arts, the crafts, and of course the Junkanoo flavor, the Junkanoo music. Junkanoo is a carnival-type celebration that takes place in Nassau, Paradise Island, and in the Bahamas twice a year, at Christmas time and then the 1st of January. The music from the Junkanoo, the costume from the Junkanoo, is used as a backdrop for the Gumbe summer celebration, which is now taking place all summer in the Bahamas. It involves the music, the people, the costumes, the food, and the native crafts.
In the early 1800s, when plantations were the lifeblood of the Bahamas, a feast was held once a year to celebrate the harvest. There is a legend that at this celebration, freedom was granted to the slave who could limbo the lowest under the limbo stick. In 1833, the British rulers granted freedom to all the slaves in the Bahamas. Many stayed on the islands, contributing to the Bahamas' unique cultural strength. Another strength here is the nightlife. You can enjoy lavish cabaret shows or dance the night away. take a chance in one of the casinos in Nassau. Or try the one in Freeport, only 30 minutes from the United States. If it looks and feels like New England, but you're in the Bahamas, then you're in the town of New Plymouth, on Green Turtle Key, Abaco. This community was founded more than 200 years ago when loyalists, people faithful to England, left America to find a new home. They were unhappy that England had lost the Revolutionary War. I was greeted by Mr. Alton Lowe, whose family tree can be traced 7 generations to 1784 from New York and South Carolina. Alton, tell us something about the history of this beautiful little town.
Gunther, the town of New Plymouth was settled around 1784 by American loyalists. At, I think, around about 1860, became the wealthiest settlement in the Bahamas. It was so wealthy at one time, one man by the name of Uriah Saunders, it is said that the Bahamas government used to borrow money from him to run the country.
Alton, how many people live on the island?
The population now is 450. Up the street is the Albert Lowe Museum, named in honor of my father, who was a former shipbuilder. The museum was built in 1825. It's a very good example of early Bahamian loyalist architecture. In the living room, we have the ship models.
Yes.
And we have a lot of documented history of Abaco as well as the rest of the Bahama Islands. And the 4 paintings on the wall, the Bahamas government made commemorative stamps and in honor of the loyalist that came in 1783.
What are the 2 ladies representing?
The one girl, the blonde, she represents the loyalist landing in the Bahamas, and the black girl represents the slaves.
Now, you have a very famous bar here. Is it called Miss Emily's Bar?
Miss Emily's Blue Bee Bar. And Miss Emily herself is a wonderful lady, and she makes a great drink called the Gumbay Smash.
Where is Miss Emily's from?
1 block up the left, and you can't miss it.
No, nothing.
And try her Gumbay Smash.
Yeah, I will. Thank you so much.
Thanks for visiting.
Miss Emily, it's so good to meet you. Everybody talks about you,
Yes,
and that's the most famous bar in the Bahamas.
Thank you
You know,
very
everybody
much.
talks even
Yes.
outside the Bahamas.
Yes, thank
Tell
you.
me, everybody has been here. I'm looking at these cards.
Yes.
How many Gumbay Smashes would you say you have served during the
I
years?
suppose I made thousands of them. A lot.
Would you give me the recipe?
I'm sorry, I don't think I'll give it.
That is your secret.
Yes.
And I understand. I would take the business away from you. Can I try one?
Sure.
Let me have one.
Sure, you can try.
Tell me, how many can one drink?
One gentleman drank 27.
And
One
he walked out?
Yes, and one lady drank 14.
And she walked
And
out,
she
or
walked
as I
out.
carry it
No,
out?
she walked out.
Thank you, Miss Emily.
And
You know, I
thank you
really
very
am not a drinker, but this I have to try.
Thank you very much, yes, sir. So you like it?
I love it.
Thank you.
On Potter's Key at the foot of the Paradise Island Bridge is the fruit and fish market. It's not to be missed. You can get lots of tropical foods, many grown in the Bahamas. The fresh catch comes in every morning. Grouper, crab, and of course conch, the national food. Conch is served in many forms. Each is different and each delicious. There's conch chowder, conch salad, even conch fritters. Also try lobster salad, fish cakes, grouper, and you'll always get peas and rice. Monsieur Lobster Tail, have a Johnny cake, a terrific bread. For dessert, don't miss guava duff or coconut pie. There is never enough time. Eleuthera, Cat Island, San Salvador, the Exumas, Andros, Rose Island. There's still so much more to see. Hundreds of islands and keys to explore, so many people to meet, so much to do or not do, because the Bahamas is a great place to just lie back and watch the world glide by. I'm glad that you were able to join us as we met the people of the Bahamas. The Caribbean is a sun-drenched world of many colors. This tropical rainbow brings the travelers so many sights and sounds that the visitors return again and again to the island to always find something undiscovered waiting for them. The flora and fauna are remarkable in their variety and vibrance. The types of recreation for the traveler are unmatched anywhere, both daytime in the golden sun and nighttime under moonlit skies. The Caribbean is one of the great playlands of the world. The Caribbean is an area of history as well as beauty. From its creation from a volcanic eruption, these beautiful islands have had an important place in man's past.
From the crucible of creation, a little bit of heaven was spilled, and it was called the Caribbean. A flawless string of pearls in emerald sea. A treasure waiting for the world to seek. One man set out from Europe to establish new trading routes, but he sailed beyond the known boundaries of that day to the islands that would one day be called the Caribbean. Columbus made the startling discovery when he sailed from Spain in search of India. By chance, the world came to know where this land of sunshine was hidden, west of Europe and south of North America. Like a great amphitheater between the Americas, the gentle Caribbean islands presented a never-ending pageant of nature's exotic creations. Lush as Eden in eternal summer, majestic and at peace with the elements. Fragile beauty sheds its fragrance on the wind, crisp and lingering and clean. Warm and intimate, carefree and comforting. Where sunshine and trade winds create the ideal climate all year long. But such a prize was destined to become a pawn. Spain, France, Denmark, the Netherlands, and England all fell under the tropical spell. And the Caribbean was the fair lady to those who fought for her favors. We have all been here before, in one generation or another, contributing to a gentle and unique culture whose roots reach out like the grids of the globe, touching every land and claiming its customs, its values. Friendly people, proud to share this land with you. But now, with the speed and safety of direct jet service, to airfields of international standards, to the seclusion of out islands and a personal encounter with nature, today's navigators are precise. By jetliner or ocean liner, there will be no unexpected discoveries when you experience the Caribbean. Your moods and pleasures have been anticipated, from quaint and intimate island lodgings where time seems not to matter. To the elegance and activity of modern-day hotels. Morning brings a bountiful harvest from the earth and sea, blessed with sunshine and nurtured by sparkling waters. And consigned to your special menu, prepared by creative island chefs. Coconuts, nature's survival kits, containing both food and drink. Crops of sugarcane to fill the world's sweet tooth. Fields of bananas, succulent pineapple, all from the fertile Caribbean. It could be said that the Caribbean is the cultural crossroads of the world. Here, a planter's daughter was born to become the world-famous beauty and wife of Napoleon, Josephine.
If Josephine Bonaparte would be in the Caribbean today, I'm sure the thing she would like best would be shopping. There are literally thousands of shops in the islands carrying the best merchandise from all over the world. Is that correct, Mr. Blake?
Yes, very good.
Just looking around here, baccarat, everything. Tell me a little bit what you carry here.
Well, we carry La Lique, Baccarat, Royal Doulton, Royal Copenhagen, Swarovski crystal, diamond jewelry, emerald jewelry, colored stones galore. We can have anything for anybody.
Very good. Can we show around? Can I
Sure,
go around? You show me a little bit?
My pleasure.
Fine. Let's go. This is beautiful.
These are handmade statues made in Spain. They're very finely, they come in glazed and in unglazed. And they're very, very popular. The piece is set with a carved emerald, 2 cabochon emeralds, a cabochon ruby, and pave set diamonds. This is a lady's watch, gold-plated.
Yes.
And this is $28.
It's a perfect gift. Eating is a very important part of your vacation, and you should enjoy it. Don't think about calories when you are vacationing. Think about it later when you want to lose some weight. Now, the very nice thing in the Caribbean islands is that you can practically eat every food in the world. English food, Spanish food, native food, whatever. Tonight I decided to have a good French meal. You have sliced veal scampi, you have roast rack à flame, duckling, sliced veal with wild mushrooms, sirloin steak, and so on and so on and so on.
Sure, and
I like veal. Which of the 2 veals would you recommend?
Well, here we got 2 veals, the one with the lemon sauce, and we got the one with the mushrooms and cream sauce. I'll recommend the one with the lemon sauce, the veal and
sliced
scampi.
veal with scampi and a special lemon sauce.
Sure.
That is what I will have. And can you also bring me a wine list?
Sure, I will. Thank
Please.
you.
Thank you very much.
Would you like to taste the wine, sir?
Yes, please. Very nice. Typical, light, Tavel. Very good. Thank
Do
you.
you approve?
Absolutely. Go ahead.
Excuse me, sir. You got your dinner here.
Wow, c'est magnifique.
Merci.
That looks absolutely beautiful.
Here you got the veal and scampi.
Thank you, and congratulations to your chef for that.
Merci, monsieur. Got your cherries here. Enjoy that.
Thank you.
You're
Captain.
welcome.
And that's what makes a good vacation, a real vacation. And don't read the newspapers. Enjoy. I'm often asked, is it Caribbean or Caribbean? Well, anyway, you want it. Both is correct. One of the many pastimes people look forward to in the Caribbean is shopping for native art. But browsing through the stores in the Caribbean, I found Ruby, one of the well-known artists.
Yes.
And this is one of your creations.
Yes, of course.
All hand-painted?
Not all hand-painted. This is just the regular material that we buy in the store.
Yes.
But then I paint the T-shirts.
You paint this.
Yes.
Very nice. Now, Ruby, you have a studio?
Yes,
and
at
we are
home.
going over and you will show me all your work
Of course, of course.
Good.
Yes.
Very good. Ruby, we made it to your studio and it's lovely.
Thank you.
It's very modern here.
Thanks. We
No,
try to be.
Here's one of your terrific paintings.
Yes.
Once you get in preparation to paint something, a painting like this, how long does it take you to finish it?
Owing that this is my, you can say, a part of my work, because
Yes.
I'm working in an office.
Yes.
I find time to finish a painting like this in about a month's time,
Mhm.
to really give times to the details, and
Yes.
so it takes me quite a little while.
And all your paintings are more or less on sceneries and subjects
They are on sceneries
of the islands.
of
Yes.
course.
Beautiful.
Mhm.
You know, paintings in the Caribbean remind me lots of the music, of Caribbean music. There's something magic in it.
Yes.
And the rhythm gets to your soul.
Pageantry comes in many styles and thrilling colors, pounding out the history of the islands, the marriage of continental traditions and African customs that meld the character of the Caribbean. Drums must have different drummers to keep the island beat alive, to build the frenzy of a soul and soothe a troubled mind. The Caribbean speaks, and you listen with your heart. Expressions of the islands are bold, stark with realism, tender in presentation. Authentic documents of a Caribbean experience. Market stalls, shops, salons. The range of Caribbean shopping reaches from the primitive to gifts and fashions of the continent. You may enjoy excursions in total comfort and safety to many areas that reflect the Caribbean's colorful past. Miles of magnificent scenery. Then come face to face with history. Experience the vibrations left behind by centuries of swashbuckling adventurers. Drink in the quiet beauty that surrounds you. Or explore the crystal fairyland beneath the Emerald Sea. Spirits soar with the tropical breezes. Sails billow, and you are a part of the elements. Riding with the wind from a clear blue sky upon the roof of the sea. The balmy tropical beaches, nature's most effective therapy for the ills of civilization. Bone-warming sunshine and a splash in refreshing, clear waters. Is that the Pinta, the Nina, or the Santa Maria? Ah, a bit of championship sail surfing. You can enjoy it too with a little instruction. Columbus thought his vessels were ship-shape, but then he never met a crew like this. Today's battles are fought on the many championship tennis courts. Sharpen your game. Attend one of the popular clinics and get a tan in the same motion. You don't have to win or lose to enjoy a Caribbean set. It's where you're playing the game that counts. A long shot will put you on the green or one of the many beautiful courses, seaside or mountainside.
On my journey, I was fortunate to have time for a lesson with well-known golf pro Carl Marinello. He gave me his secret formula for playing golf in the sometimes very difficult, swirling trade winds of the Caribbean.
Traditionally, golfers, when they hit a shot, line up off the left foot, which makes them swing the club and they catch the ball in the upswing, which drives it up in the air. Down in the Caribbean with the swirling trade winds, it's much easier to control the ball if it's placed back off the right side with your hand slightly ahead of the ball. This traps the ball on the club face a little bit longer and projects the ball a lot lower. And the scores will reflect it because we have such a swirling wind, especially later on in the afternoon every day.
Jet ski instructor Gail Saravelli introduced me to this exciting sport.
All right, what we have here, it's a jet drive.
Yes.
There's no propeller or anything that can cut you at all. It's completely safe. And this is the start button right here.
Yes.
And that's the stop. And you have the throttle over here, the gas. And what you want to do is push the start button.
Yes.
And give it just a little bit of gas. You don't want to put too much gas on it, pump it or anything, because then it'll flood out. Okay? And then you take off. And you want to be kneeling in here. You want to get as far forward as you can.
What if I fall off?
Well, if you fall off, the engine's going to come back to an idle.
You're
And
not
it's
coming to the water to rescue me?
No, no.
Okay.
The boat will come back to get you.
Okay. It's really great to enjoy the water any time of the year. And that's what I love about the Caribbean. And the variety of sports here is just remarkable. Many people come to the Caribbean for the first time and discover a sport that becomes a hobby for a lifetime. One such sport is scuba diving. And here with me is the expert, Leroy French. Leroy, what does scuba really mean?
Scuba means self-contained underwater breathing apparatus, Gunther.
I think few people know what it means, and it's something I just learned myself.
Well, it's one of those phrases that isn't really used that often, but that is the meaning of it.
Do many people come for the first time to learn it?
Oh, yes, all throughout the Caribbean. They come, to learn scuba diving for the first time, and we teach a 2.5 to 3 hour resort course, which is what we're going to be teaching you today, and show you how to use the equipment properly. And that's your mouthpiece, and we're ready to go.
Let's
go. All right?
After a hard day of shopping, sightseeing and swimming, what better way than to relax than with a little bit of nightlife? Come on. If you ask a Haitian for directions, most probably he will accompany you all the way. They're good-natured people who do not know even the slightest feeling of hostility towards tourists. Quite an exception in today's world. You will meet these people now and walk with me through the colorful iron market and other parts of their capital, Port-au-Prince. Join me in Albert Silvera's famed El Rancho Hotel in Pétionville and enjoy the fascinating modern but rather primitive art of the Haitian woodcarvers and painters.
Kenska, the Garden of Haiti, but also one of the biggest markets in the West Indies. It is a colorful and picturesque place, with its multicolored cotton fabrics, its scented fruit and spices, poultry, souvenirs, and its friendly, good-natured bartering. And amidst this maelstrom of shops and goods and mountains of fruits and vegetables, the Creole beauties welcome you with elegant simplicity. For with her wares balanced on her head, the Haitian woman moves with the grace of a queen. From its vantage point on the mountain, Kenska not only offers the color and excitement of its market, but also a splendid and breathtaking view of the bay and Port-au-Prince. All the major cruise ships in the Caribbean include Port-au-Prince as one of the most important stops on their itineraries. From the moment you step ashore, you will be welcomed by the exciting rhythm of Haitian music that will serenade you throughout your stay. And before you know it, the sun, the color, the gentle Creole language, the charm have all conspired to cast you under their spell. Your heart beats in rhythm with the Haitian music, and Haiti Chérie is yours. One of your first pleasant discoveries when strolling through Port-au-Prince are these colorful striped minibuses that the natives have christened tap-tap. It's a Creole expression which, loosely translated, means from here to there. Not to be missed while in Port-au-Prince is a visit to an extraordinary place called the Iron Market. Situated in the heart of the city, this enormous market and international bazaar is a feast for the senses, featuring everything the tropics have to offer by way of the exotic and unusual. For here, you'll be elbow to elbow with the real people of Haiti, and you'll get to know them and their way of life. For the Iron Market is not a tourist place. This is the real Haiti. And here the Haitian is at ease in his environment and makes you feel welcome with his smile, his language, and color. Just in front of the National Palace stands the statue of the unknown Marron, a marvelous sculpture depicting the spirit of the first guerrilla, the first freedom fighter. blowing on a seashell, he calls to arms all those who would overthrow oppression and make Haiti truly free. The people of Haiti have always had a feeling for art in all its forms. However, painting seems to have emerged as the predominant art form. Well taught by established painters, the Haitian artists have rapidly developed an impressive talent for capturing their beautiful environment on canvas, showing a preference for the warm, vibrant colors of their island. At many open-air exhibits in Haiti, you'll come across little gems of native and modern art, as only the Haitian painter can create. At Pétionville, on the outskirts of Port-au-Prince, is located one of the most luxurious prestige hotels in Haiti, the El Rancho. It is a good example of the kind of accommodations you'll find on the island, in the midst of tropical gentleness, perfect comfort and service. In Port-au-Prince, the Royal Haitian is another example of island comfort. And right in the middle of the city, the Hotel Olofsson, a grand hotel in the traditional manner, rendezvous of the celebrated and the famous. The Olofsson is one of the oldest hotels in Haiti, if not in all of the Caribbean. And in a suburb of Port-au-Prince, you'll find L'Habitation Leclerc, the newest, most modern deluxe hotel in Haiti. Under development at the moment in Haiti is a project destined to make this island a golfer's paradise. It will be completed in the near future. Soccer is Haiti's national sport, and its national team is proud holder of the championship of the Caribbean and Central America. In Haiti, elegance and beauty are always in evidence, as is the case here during carnival time. For the gentlemen, the El Rancho welcomes a charming Haitian girl. And for the ladies, she is accompanied on this occasion by a handsome escort. And you must admit that for sheer class, elegance, and beauty, you won't find better in any of the world capitals. If you love good food and you're concerned about your delicate palate, relax, because in Haiti, the food is good, very good. Everywhere you go, you will find food that is carefully and tastefully prepared, featuring area specialties that are absolutely delicious. Haitian food is a mixture of French and continental cuisine, subtly enhanced by island refinements that will delight you. Haitian chefs are virtual gastronomical magicians, and the quality of the food and the excellence of the service are in perfect harmony with the gentleness and charm of the Caribbean. For many of us, a night at the gaming tables is an integral part of any holiday. And if on an evening in Haiti you are suddenly overcome by the urge to flirt with Lady Luck, don't worry, you're in the right place, because the International Casino offers roulette, blackjack, dice, slot machines. In short, everything you need to try your luck. And who knows, since you're in the land of smiles, maybe Lady Luck will smile on you.
It is said that 90% of the Haitians believe in voodoo, a religion which has its roots in Africa, but today is almost exclusively found in Haiti. The figure of the man with a drum is seen all over Haiti. Everywhere there are carved wooden statues of him. And at night, his drums can be heard in the mountains and the sugarcane fields. The drums are voodoo drums. It is part of the mystery, the dark magic of the island. It is part ritual, part superstition, part frenzy, and it happens only after the sun goes down. Recently, I attended a voodoo ceremony in Haiti and was allowed to film part of it. Later in this program, you will see how easy it is to be caught up in the excitement of island voodoo. I assure you, it will be an unforgettable experience. Haiti is different from any other island you might have seen. On this recent trip, I spoke to several Americans who made Haiti their permanent home. Every one of them told me the same thing. Once you get the feel of the island, its nature and its people, you do not want to live anywhere else. That is what they told me. Let's return.
However, if you're a bit jaded with life and the casino isn't your brand of thrills, there's always the cockfights. Though cockfighting is illegal in many parts of the world, it's one of the most popular attractions in Haiti. Bets are made on the opposing birds. The atmosphere is hot and oppressive. Shouts of encouragement ring out, feathers fly, and money changes hands. You get caught up in this maelstrom of explosive violence. But a word of warning, cockfighting is not for the faint of heart. So much so that the Haitians consider it for men only. But let's get back now to pleasures that are a bit more universal in nature. A visit to the Barbancourt distillery, where a sample of their products will surely delight you. One of the oldest distilleries in the islands, Barbancourt makes the best rum in the world, as well as a variety of liqueurs made from the abundant supply of island fruit. The generous samples are offered entirely free of charge. But don't forget that the distillery is located in the mountains, and the road back to the city has more than its share of tortuous curves. So if you want to relax as you enjoy your visit, hire a driver.
Carnaval 74, Super Choukoun, son soleil en action, va approcher. N'a parlé, n'a pensé, devise douce et toujours plus haut. Bonne culture, à sagesse, a fait Super Choukoun, toujours maille au pion. Son soleil qui joue haut, les nous s'ouvrent, nous serrent, c'est lumière, bon courant, à haute intensité, personne pas bouger.
If you stop a Haitian in the street and ask him to direct you to a good nightclub, chances are he will automatically recommend the Cabane Choukoun. The Cabane Choukoun is the most famous cabaret in Haiti, and world travelers will tell you that it's known worldwide. You will also hear the best bands in the islands, see colorful shows in a free and easy atmosphere. The best dancers on the island are featured, and the beautiful Haitian girls are everywhere. It's carnival time every night at the Cabane Choukoun. Having learned from the mistakes made in the past by other resort areas, Haiti, in order to preserve the environment, has not allowed its hotels to be located right on the beach. But don't let that fool you. There are many beautiful beaches in Haiti, and most of them are situated just a short distance from the center of the city. Equally protected, these beaches have managed to retain all the natural charm of the islands. Ibo Beach, for example, is located on a small island just a few minutes from Port-au-Prince and offers the visitor everything necessary for a happy holiday: chalets, open-air restaurants serving excellent food, clean sand and gentle surf, room to sunbathe amid the palm trees. You've waited for it from the beginning, I'm sure, because it's such an integral part of life in Haiti: voodoo. The ceremony unfolding before you at the moment happened at a place called the Mariani Peristyle, or courtyard. Springing from ancient rites, voodoo is a religious ceremony, which outsiders have often mistakenly labeled as a horror show and nightmarish. Certainly, voodoo is not a dance party for sensitive young ladies. Its practitioners go into an hypnotic and even cataleptic state that goes beyond our understanding. As the ceremony unfolds, the participants are under the guidance and power of a high priestess who has inherited her knowledge of the mysterious rites. The chanting, the screams, the incessant beating of the voodoo drums will make your head spin and plunge you into a state that you perhaps have never known before. You may even find yourself becoming dizzy and experiencing apprehension and slight fear. But as the moth is drawn to the flame, you won't be able to drag yourself away. It is a spectacle that is imposing, fascinating, and awesome. But please remember that even if you can neither understand nor accept this happening, it is not a show, but a religious ceremony. And if you attend, you must react in a dignified and correct manner. For the practitioners of voodoo are not actors, and a voodoo ceremony is not theater. At the other end of Haiti, at Cap Haïtien, is the citadel of the King Henri Christophe. It is an impregnable fortress considered by many to be the eighth wonder of the world. 200,000 men worked on its construction, and when it was completed, the king, rejected by his subjects, committed suicide by shooting himself with a golden bullet. His grave is situated on the upper terrace of the citadel. Excursions to the citadel are from the village of Milot, and the trusty mule is your transportation.
La construction du palais de Sanssouci a été entreprise en 1807, devenu un palais des.
Not far away, also built by Henri Christophe, is the Sanssouci Palace, its splendor rivaling the Palace of Versailles and the court of Louis XIV. Both of these historical remains are located in one of the most picturesque places in the world, Cap Haïtien. For here, the modern world has not intruded. Fishing is still the main method of earning a living, and the old Haitian customs are still followed in an unhurried, calm way of life. Here, in the shadow of these two fabulous monuments, the only remaining reminders of a grand era of the past, life goes on pretty much as it always has. Happy with what they are, the Port-au-Prince natives will share their joy with you, and even carry that joy to the National Palace, the celebration continuing under the watchful eye of His Excellency Jean-Claude Duvalier, President for Life of the Republic of Haiti.
The Haitians are such artistic people that there is so much to choose from in paintings and carvings that it is difficult to make up your mind. This painting and wood carving express to me the character of the people of Haiti. As I said before, gentle and good-natured.
A cruise ship offers a vacation that really lets you escape from everyday life. No telephones ringing, no bills in the mail, no pets to feed or take out, no meals to cook, and no dishes to clean. A cruise is whatever you like. Playing all day, partying all night. Catching up on the newest movies or enjoying an exciting live show. Visiting exotic islands, shopping for bargains, or just hanging around. Take some dance classes. Or take a swim in the middle of winter. Brush up on your backgammon, no bridge game. Take a golf lesson. Try a sauna. Taste some delicious food. Chance a hand at blackjack. Thank you. That's great. And when was the last time you were skeet shooting? Well, and if you're not completely familiar as yet with the camera you were given last year, here's a good chance for you to find out about it. Let's listen. Arthur Schatz
Welcome
is
everybody.
a well-known professional photographer whose work has appeared in Time, Life, and countless other magazines.
What you're going to shoot or how you're going to shoot it.
He gives lots of helpful photo tips in this little seminar.
What I'd like to start with by saying first is that a camera is really a tool. Just like a carpenter has a hammer, he becomes familiar with the tool, he can hammer without looking. We have a very simple tool. We have a simple cartridge camera. We have the standard kind of camera that's in use today, which is called the SLR, or single lens reflex. This is a standard SLR. We also have the Polaroid camera, but they're all the same kind of a tool. The next most important thing after the tool is how to use this tool. So what I want to do is to eliminate the worst enemy of amateur photography, which is blur. Everybody gets blur, I'm sure you do, but the professionals don't get blur. And what we do is this. We become our own tripod. If we have to take a picture of a group, people, or an event, we get to the situation, we stand with our feet about 18 inches apart, and we try and keep our elbows as close as we can to the body. We stand and shoot verticals, horizontals, and such. If you stand properly, not like some people that go like this, and they're weaving in and out, and they're getting blurred, or they stand like this, try and make yourself a tripod. Stand firm, stand rigid, stand relaxed, and just before you shoot your picture, hold your breath. If you keep in your right hand the camera in the base of your palm, and you squeeze the shutter with this finger, you will be, in effect, squeezing the thing like a ball. So you can squeeze very slow shutter speeds if you have to. We try and avoid slow, but sometimes we need the slow shutter speed. But at any speed, this will keep it steady. Most amateurs tend to go, and they get the picture ready, and they go, okay, Aunt Millie, hold it. And they punch it, and when they punch it, they move it. And when you move it, you blur it. Hold the camera in your right hand, firmly in the palm, and squeeze. Just squeeze your whole hand together, so the pressure will be equal. So we have the stand to be firm, and we have how to squeeze the camera. Okay. We have a situation where two friends go on a trip, and Mary says to Charlie, Charlie, go stand over there. And Charlie runs over like this. And we see millions of these dreadful things. But if Mary said to Charlie, why don't you lean across casually and like that, and then she can come closer to him, and she doesn't get him standing in front of the garage door like we all have millions of. So what you want to do is arrange your subject matter as best you can, and if it's a thing like a tree, you can go behind the tree, and you could shoot through the tree leaves and frame what we call a bald sky. So you go behind a palm tree and you frame it in the palm tree.
Hi, Arthur.
Oh, Gunther, how are you?
Fine. Enjoying the island?
Very much, very much.
Okay,
Great
good.
stuff to shoot. A lot of
Good,
color.
yeah.
I got one more to shoot.
Yeah, nice.
I saw a terrific camera shop over there. Tremendous selection. And I think we ought to go take a look.
Let's
The
go.
price looks like it. I have let's go now.
Hold on, Arthur. I want to get a shot of this. The islands offer so many interesting subjects to photograph. Lots of color and lots of activities.
You know, Arthur, there are really no bargains here.
There are no bargains. The price is the same as the United States. The duty-free come-on is you don't pay the local tax here, but you pay the duty when you enter New York, so you pay the tax up there.
And you know, Arthur, if you buy it at your local camera store at home, at least you have a guarantee you can go back. If you're not happy with something, he will exchange it, or maybe you didn't understand it completely. He will explain it to you. I buy everything at home.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah. And I tell you, somebody told me once that nobody rich enough to be able to afford bargains. And that's a good advice.
That's true. So I think I can add, the only thing is there's no such thing as a free lunch. Speaking of lunch,
It's on me.
Go.
Okay, let's go.
One of the things I like about the islands is the food. There are so many different restaurants. Italian, French, Creole, Indian. And you know, many of them are really good.
Thank you.
Merci beaucoup.
Merci beaucoup.
Merci.
Au revoir. Au revoir. Au revoir. Au revoir. Yay! Here I have a new innovation, relatively new in the last 10 years in photography. It's called a zoom lens. And what this lens does, this lens fits on the camera like all the other lenses. It's bayonet mounted for quick adaptation. And by sliding this ring in or out, you can take this one lens and make it be about 8 or 9 lenses, any way you want to stop it. I can stand here and get a wide angle, a normal picture, or I can zoom in and fill the frame. This is a very valuable lens for the following reason. If you go on a trip, you need not carry 4 lenses because this one lens will do what the 4 lenses will do. So you can have one camera with this one element, which is really in effect 4 or 5 or 6 lenses, depending on how you use it. Which brings up another interesting thing. You get to a situation and you say, well, I'm going to be on the beach all day, and I'm photographing in the bright sunlight, and I need daylight color film. Now, they got 600 kinds of color film on the market. Nobody knows which kind to use most of the time. Most people use daylight color film. You can take your camera and load one body with daylight color film, and you have this lens. You could have another body, the identical body, so you're familiar with it, so it works simply, and fill the other body with black and white film. And you can take the one lens and go back and forth from color to black and white. So for a very small little investment, you have the utility of 2 cameras, and you're operating them both off one lens. You can also have 3 cameras, one with daylight film, one with black and white film, and a third with tungsten color film for shooting in indoor situations under artificial light. We have another step forward in the technology for the amateur photographer who's carrying a heavy gadget bag. We've come from this, which is standard size 35mm single lens reflex, and we have this little camera now. This is a marvelous little camera. This camera, I would say, is a third the size and the weight of this camera. It is so small, and it does almost everything this camera will do. This is like the Ford and the Chevy and the Cadillac. This camera has the advantage of you can take it, put it in your pocket, and when you don't have to keep it in your hands, you have two hands free. This camera also, first one of its kind, has interchangeable lenses. Here's one teeny-weeny little lens. Here's a medium telephoto for this little camera. Fits on just the way it does on its big brother camera. Just fits on with a clip, bayonet, and it does everything that the standard 35mm does. Now, what's remarkable is that this camera has what we call a power drive, and you could fire it electrically, and all you do is squeeze. And every time you squeeze, the film is automatically advancing. These cameras are remarkable also in that when you, whatever kind of film you buy, you just put it in, and the camera automatically reads what film you've put in, and it sets all the mechanism to be compatible with that film. It's a remarkable thing. You put the film in, and the film is read by the camera mechanism, and it sets itself. The first thing we have to do is get rid of the idea that the sun must be over your shoulder. Pictures that are over the subject's shoulder, backlighted pictures, especially of people's faces, are soft, the color is accurate, they're not squinting. The photographs have a marvelous charm. Try and shoot a lot of backlighted pictures. Shoot water, always backlighted. You see the sun dancing on the water, and it's terrific. Shoot into a sun for sunset, and you'll get beautiful sunsets. If you stay with the rules, you're going to have routinely dull pictures. You've got to break all the rules you can get.
To really get the most out of your trip, take some shots of the people and places, the signs and designs, all the activity that makes the area unique.
How many cruises have you taken during the years?
I've taken 40 voyages in 30 years.
You must be all year long on the ship. You're too young.
No, I only do about 1 or 2 a year.
That's marvelous. And I
Enjoy.
observed you on all over. You're taking pictures. I never have seen anything like this. What do you do with all these pictures?
When I get them home, whether I've taken transparencies or Kodacolor, I just simply put them in albums, catalog them. Everything is all done in order. I have it in chronological order in the cans or in albums.
You ever look at them?
Yes,
Show them to
times.
friends?
Yes, I do, and I've on occasion lectured with them to some groups that I belong to.
You know, yesterday when we were on land in one of the islands, I ran out of film, and I went to a store and bought a roll of film. And I paid 4 times as much as I would pay at home.
Always take more than you
Absolutely.
need.
Even at the duty-free store, where you would think it's very cheap, I paid twice as much as I would pay at a regular camera store in any city in America.
Yeah. No, I always buy more film than I need. I always use it. It never goes to waste.
That's right.
The question always comes up, is it better to shoot prints or slides? The answer is, not one is better than the other. It depends what you want to do. If you shoot slides, you can always make prints. But if you shoot prints, it's very expensive to make slides because you have to make a print and then photograph the print to get the slide. So a slide will give you prints easily, and the print material will not give you a slide easily. Depending on who makes the film, whether it's Agfa or Fuji or Kodak, if it ends in the word chrome, you get a transparency, a positive transparency. Materials ending in the word color deliver a color negative material from which prints are made directly. Always keep that in mind. Chrome is a slide, color is a negative material. Question from Gunther Less.
When you buy a film, it has an expiration date on it. Can you use that film after that date?
If the film is kept in reasonably room temperature, 68 degrees, or a little higher or a little lower, but no extreme, you could safely use the film for another year. If it's refrigerated, certainly. But once you expose the film, it's best to get it processed as soon as you possibly can. The colors do change, so you should get it processed reasonably after you expose the film. One of the last elements, and this is quite important, is when I said when you start to compose your picture, in the art of photography, the art of the exact moment, you've got to put all this in on this teeny tiny canvas. So what you have to do in your mind's eye is imagine how you want to fill this area if it were this big. Think how you want this thing to end up. You could walk out on the deck of this boat and say, I'm going to take a picture of the Caribbean, and you will get a picture like this, sea and sky. And all you really have is 2 shades of blue in color, which is a colored black and white photograph. You could then go behind one of these windows and frame it. Now, this frame could be a tree frond or whatever you want it to be. You frame it. Without moving 1 inch, we introduced 2 people and made a silhouette out of it. But I know it's going to be a black silhouette against a blue sea. So we simply went into the bar, and they were kind enough to give us a free Shirley Temple, 2 of them. And we just held that up, so we have color in the photograph right now. You got to think about how you want this area to end up looking before you push the button, really. The picture happens in here, and the tools just help make it a little easier. But it all happens in here. Also, it's a good thing if you're working with a new camera. You should buy the camera before you make the trip so you can familiarize yourself with the thing, and if you have any questions, you can ask the people where you bought it and shoot 1 test roll so you know what you're doing. So get the camera before you go on the trip, learn how to use it, and remember to register it at the customs counter wherever your port of embarkation is.
As you have seen, a cruise offers a really unique holiday. And I hope you got some good picture pointers too. For after the bags are unpacked, the gifts given, the mail answered, and the pace starts picking up again, all you have left are memories. But when you have pictures, the memories of your camera crews stay alive. I had great fun and hope you did too. I love the islands of the Caribbean and their people. Everyone should see 1 or more of the islands at least once, because your fond memories of a visit here will last forever.
thank you for taking this journey to adventure with me, Gunther Less. And remember, there are many more journeys waiting for you at your video store.